had breakfast, went outside to play, and we didn't come back in until right before the
Yeah.
street lights came on.
Time to
You know what I'm
go.
saying? It's time to
Go
go.
home.
But
Yeah.
Never the
look how we had a different interaction with one another though. It was a little different. We were more unified as a community at that time. You know, because we knew our neighbors, we knew their children. You know, so
Yep.
it was a lot of that stuff going on. But nowadays, we blocked. We don't even know each other's phone numbers. We don't even know each other's phone numbers. You know, it's because we're blocked with technology. We're blocked with media. We could be sitting down. How many people sit down at their dinner table with their family and everybody's on their phone? Because they
I
prefer.
don't even know nobody that sits at the dinner table no more.
Well, that's the thing. I'm just trying to
That
give them one
part.
little scenario.
That part. Right.
Sit
That
down at
I
part.
was gonna say they got a dinner table, but I mean, I don't
Is
know
it being
anybody that
used?
uses
Yeah.
it. Not
Yeah,
even
Right.
everybody go get their plate and sit in front of the TV.
yeah,
Yeah. Or go
But
in
see,
their
Like it's not
bedroom.
exactly.
gather around and
Or
break
go in their
bread.
bedroom.
Yeah,
Yeah, but see
yeah,
how we need that. We need these mental faculties for connection with each other. If we don't connect, we won't trust. And if we don't trust, we're not going to unite. If we don't unite, we're not going to make money together. We're not going to build businesses. We're not going to get educated properly. See, we're destabilized in so many ways, in so many areas. And the fact that we don't understand this is why it keeps happening. That's why I say rather than the healing, there needs to be a reconditioning. It needs to be a reconditioning. And that reconditioning also comes from the implementation of tradition and the implementation of I would say certain rituals, certain things that we need to do over and over, you know, so that we can also always stay in communion with one another. That's whether it's a holidays, that's whether it's you know, like we had the after church on Sundays, we go to Big Mama's house for Sunday dinner. You know, that's a tradition, and it's also a ritual, giving honor to our ancestors, rituals.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we got to live as if there's something beyond us individually.
Ooh, watch out now. What did he say?
I'm
Say it again.
I'm just
What
saying,
did he say? Say it
got to
again.
live as if there's something bigger and beyond us individually.
Mm,
Everybody think the sun revolves around them. They think they are the center of the earth.
man.
Arrogance.
mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm.
You see, and this is what. So we are literally helping. If we can use the term "an enemy,"
Perpetuate.
subjugate us, subjugate us, and perpetuate our oppression and lack of socioeconomic status. We're helping.
Mm-hmm.
We are
So
helping.
we gotta
unknowingly.
So you saying we should stop pointing the finger?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
Everything comes down to that. Everything.
Point the
like,
finger and
whenever
start
we always
what?
wrap it back up. It goes back to that. We got to stop
Look
playing
back in that
victims.
mirror. Look in the
Yeah.
mirror.
Yes.
Look in the mirror.
Exactly.
Look in the
Look
mirror.
in the mirror. And the thing about it is we have to become accountable. We have to become accountable and inspire each other to become accountable
Ooh, watch out. Now.
individually.
That sound like that unity thing.
But
again, huh?
accountability becomes a like a horror movie. It's a scary thing for people. So it's easier for me to point out other people's mistakes because if I'm focusing on what you're doing, I don't have to focus on what I'm not doing. So,
It's easy to blame the devil.
oh yeah, yeah, the devil made me do it. Yeah, because to have no accountability.
Yeah, but here's the exactly. When you're using something or someone as a scapegoat for your own negative behavior. But remember, accountability is an inside job. Can't nobody hold you accountable. They can inspire you to hold yourself accountable.
There you go.
Man.
That's the main thing. You can only become accountable to yourself, but nobody can hold you accountable because can't nobody tell you what to do. Not with this thing called free will being real. It's a real thing.
Alice Crowley.
Right?
Let thy will be done.
And understand that I just heard that by one of my teachers was on at our spiritual center today, and he spoke. He said, so the sly, he called it the sly west. Sly west is a term he used for the power structure basically here. One thing that they do is they understand, because you have to understand that this truly is, whether you like it or know it or not, it's a spiritual war being waged. There are still forces claiming your soul. It doesn't matter whether you believe in that kind of stuff or not. It doesn't require you to be. It doesn't require you to believe in it. It is what it is, But the thing about it is that they understand that they cannot infringe upon your free will, which is why they usurp your mental faculties and trick you into using your will to do their bidding. Just like a parasite. Just like a parasite.
My
Right?
stomach growling. That mean you hungry? No, not necessarily.
Right. You could be thirsty.
Not necessarily. Yeah, that's for another day. I'm leaving y'all alone.
No.
Oh, we got Coach D on here. That's why you laughing.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Coach D.
That's why you laughing. Listen. It's all peace,
Indeed.
though. Yeah,
Indeed.
Yeah. If I could add anything to what Coach Diaz just said, I'm learning more and more day in and day out. No matter what the situation or problem you try to, no matter what the situation or the problem that arise, it still come back to self. I don't care how you, it don't matter what it is, still come back to self. It could be something that you did today, and depend on your will of your performance for today, can be a counter down the line, and it can come back and bite you. And don't necessarily mean be negative or positive, but I'm just saying you have to understand. I'm sorry, I can't say you have to understand. If you can take a moment to understand outside of your own cognitive thinking, you will see that when someone say we're all connected and use the word all, this means everything. So,
but that's a big realization, man. You
I'm
understand?
Sorry, did I jump too high?
Yeah, that's way high. That's like that's self-actualization.
Hey, well, I had to realize that because
The
I had
first
an
law
episode.
of the universe is
Yeah. That's in the Kabbalion.
The Tree of Life. Thursday, was it Thursday or Wednesday? Whichever day it was, but it was last week. And because of a decision I made almost 8 years ago, it like came home to hatch last week.
Wow.
But the thing was, when you get to the point of understanding and peace, it don't matter what happened. It don't matter what the decision was at the time. It can't defeat you because you accept you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did anybody catch that for real?
Yeah.
When you take the time out to truly acknowledge yourself, know who you are through the thick and thin, up and down, inside and out, the BS, everything. When you acknowledge that in its entirety, it don't matter what consequence decide to come home. You ready.
You're ready. That's right.
Ready.
But this is why the ancestors said their last instruction to us was know thyself.
Hello.
Period. And that still stands. When they where they wrote it, it's still there. Pyramid text. All right, it's there because they knew you would forget. They knew it. So, just in summary, as I was saying, the our point when we're talking about consumerism in the Black community, we're consuming other people's products. We're consuming our own energy, and we're consuming each other. It's not profiting us anything.
I want to play that last one that I sent you because it says something that really just hit me and God level. I don't. You'll hear it. I'm
Okay.
sure you already heard it. But that
Okay, yeah. Okay.
TikTok.
Okay, I'll play it real quick. Here it is.
Be black and beautiful means nothing unless you're black and powerful. Let's just get that straight. You cannot be black and proud and niggas too. Okay, that white folks are planning for 3 generations and we're planning for Saturday night, right? Because all brothers and sisters is to win, not to look like we're winning. I would rather carry a plastic bag with $5,000 in it than to carry a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag with $100 in it. You ain't in it. Louis Vuitton is winning, Nike is winning, Gucci is winning, Armani is winning. You ain't winning. We are the consumption class. They are the merchant class. They make stuff, we buy stuff. It is interesting to me that the rich stay rich by pretending to be poor, and the poor stay poor by pretending to be rich.
Wow.
Right? We got the shit ass backwards. Nothing changes, and all the statistics tell us this. The Institute of Policy Studies, April 2017, the economic state of Black America said, and I give you the final quote from that 300-page study which no Negro read. Basically said that by 2053, 10 years after the majority becomes the minority, if nothing changes among African Americans, household median wealth will be zero. Zero. In effect, we will have worked our way into a second slavery. Try to operate in a market-based economy and a democratic capitalistic society without money. Let's see how that works for you.
Oh man,
It's on us. And ain't nobody fixing us but us. White people are not fixing black people. It's been 400 years and we ain't fixed.
it ain't their job.
People are not even thinking about black people. And I'm not hating on white people. I'm just telling the truth. You know who white people are thinking about? They're thinking about white people. They're thinking about their wives, their children, their communities, their schools, their businesses, and your pockets. That's what they're thinking about.
Wow. Well, that should hit home somewhere.
It don't. Cause some way, somehow, somebody still like, but they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Said, right. You're right about that. But yeah, I'm just looking like, yeah, they rather not. They rather carry a $5,000 Louis bag with $100 in it than a plastic bag of $5,000.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we see where it's going.
It doesn't make sense. And I would say, yeah, that we're not a financial literate society or culture at all. We don't teach
Money.
anything about financial literacy. And is it because we don't know, or we refuse to learn?
We don't know.
Where are we lacking that we don't find this? We don't see this as a priority in our households and in our culture.
Because the household ain't a priority.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We don't speak money.
Well, I'm
We
saying
don't
I
teach
do
money,
know
we
that that
teach
that
study.
that narrative is changing in the black household. We missed it because we didn't grow up with it. You know, that wasn't talked about. We went to school, and most
Definitely,
thing
definitely.
that was preached to us is to get a good job. That
Go
was
to
it.
college,
Go to college. Well,
get in
this for
debt
some of us.
for a
Remember, that was the
degree.
first conversation that had to happen because we didn't talk about that until Cosby Show and A Different World came out. Then they were
Thank
the
you.
influence for us going to college. But that wasn't a household conversation until we
Mhm.
And
saw
then
the
we all got
potential.
financially in debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that we have to look at media to tell us how to act.
Y'all
Mm.
You
became
know,
financially in debt because at 18 years old, we taking out student loans.
Yep.
and that we still
Yep.
paying back.
Yep.
And we still I'm glad
So
I'm done paying
because
Yeah,
my
those of
fees.
us that knew, and I'm not saying those, but there's some people that we just knew that's not going to finish college. So what do we have? We have these student loans, we have these interest rates, and then we're supposed
Mhm.
to pay back what our profession was. So if you were going to school to have a bachelor's degree in business, they figuring you should be able to pay this, but not if you didn't finish.
And
Not if you
not if you
didn't
didn't
finish.
find a job.
Yeah, because it
Right.
was a influx of
And
college
and
students
you were back.
graduating
Yeah, if you were back
with
on
degrees
Friday because
and
you only
no
got 2
available
semesters.
jobs.
and couldn't get a job.
Hmm.
They'd been out of college for 6 months to a year, even a year plus, and could not find a job.
But
But they
what we
had
should have
all
been
that
talking
debt to
about
pay
though,
back.
what we should have been talking about
And
is business building. I did not grow up around anybody that talked about having their own business.
Yeah, right.
In my neighborhood, even the little corner store that was owned, it wasn't black folks owning any of the stores that was around where I was. The only time I saw a little glimpse of entrepreneurship was when my sisters went to our neighbor's house so that her daughter can actually do our sister's hair, and we paid them a little bit of money for that. That was the
Wow.
only glimpse, but they wasn't making it into a business. They were just doing it was a favor for a favor kind of thing, not knowing that you could turn that into a business. You know, so this the thing is that this is why I say reconditioning of the mind that takes priority. But the first step, you know, if we talk about healing is what King Newborn said, knowing thyself. That's the healing process. You know, that because you can't take back any experiences that you've had. You can only learn from them. You can see where you dropped the ball and where you didn't learn the lesson and get it. Get the understanding. Get the wisdom out of it. That's what heals you. That's the only thing that heals you. There is no affirmations or nothing like that that's going to heal you. Just understanding. You know, just understanding of what it was all for.
but we
It
also
was. Go ahead.
I was saying we can also, we put in healing, emotional healing, mental healing, physical healing, but we got to do some financial healing because
Well,
we
remember the
are
financial
the most
healing
one of the most
that's
financial abusive people out here because we do not we want to flash and showboat and it's
but
for
what I'm trying to get you
other
to see
people.
though, Aaron.
It's not for we don't do anything internal, we do it for external.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to
That is
what I'm
true.
trying to get you to, because the conversation's got to stop being on the effect. You're still talking about the effect. We've got to start having conversation about the causation. Financial heal, that stuff is the effect. That's what we want to manifest. But that's not the cause. That's not where it starts. It starts on these levels that I'm talking about. You got to hear me. Please hear me. Okay, we can't be talking about the effect. We have to talk about causation.
Okay.
If we don't start dealing with it from the standpoint of causation, ain't nothing gonna change. You ain't doing nothing but scratching an itch. How effective is that? Mindset, reconditioning of the mind, period. That's the
We
answer.
already determined the causation. The causation is that none of us has grown up around anyone that taught us anything about finances. It was always get a good job, go to take your ass to college and find a job. That's it. We've been taught how to go into debt, not how to make money, not how to build a business, not how to invest in ourselves,
Right.
not how to invest in our communities. That's the causation. Our parents didn't fucking know. So we
Sure.
can't fault them. Now that we know where they fell short at, it is our
Those around us
responsibility
didn't know.
to teach our children, okay, this is what you do. And this is how you go about it. You're going to have to play their fucking game until we can get a piece of what we need, come together and build this shit by ourselves. If we could start with one city at a time, we could change some shit.
Now you
One
got
at
the
a
blueprint.
time.
Now you
That's
got the
it.
blueprint. When we talking about reconditioning the mind, so there was some points we saw that we fell short on our mental conditioning, because we were conditioned, like you say, to go out and create debt and to go and get jobs instead of build businesses. That was our mental condition. We know better now. We know better. So now it's time to take that, what we learned, and now condition our kids, our children's mind. Children are our greatest commodity. Children's is the most valuable thing that we have above everything else, because our future is built and carried forward with them. It doesn't matter what it is that we build at this point. If we don't have children that eventually will grow up and inherit that and carry it forward, we ain't got nothing, because that means it stops when we die. It stops when we die. What good is that?
Peace.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
I want to point out,
That's
like
Ngandi.
We are so,
like Coach D
we're so
said.
choppy today. It's like our message is getting out there, but it's getting cut off.
Yeah.
But like Coach D said, it's the renewing of the mind. And I also want to say, with the renewing of the mind, we forgetting the most important, to me. Let me stress that. My opinion, our most important asset is our love. And I'm not talking about what most people think love as a feeling. I'm talking about love as an action. It's cool to say all this, but if we ain't showing love to ourselves, which is an action, that the mind is renewed, it don't even matter. We can talk to the masses all day long, but if we ain't an example or act of love to ourselves, don't mean anything. We no different than our children looking at the guy that got everything, and we go to open our mouth and we got nothing. I mean, I don't know. I've learned a lot that it's at any point it still come back to self. Like, no matter what you do, it come back to self. And when you really want to reach those masses, and I want to point out to God level, a lot of your changes reach the masses without you even saying anything. It's way of action. It's just action of showing self-love. Saying that you want to do better, be better. And you put in the work to do it on all levels. Not just one level. I mean on all levels. All levels.
Indeed.
And then sometimes that can get very tiring, because you don't know how many doors you done locked along the way, because the mind never did change. You wasn't receptive to change. You wasn't trying to change anything within. You was looking to change always on the outside. Everything on the outside, as if it represents you. Nothing in this world represents you. It's a reflection of you. Prime
And I
example.
wanted to say, I want to build off of that. that's why a lot of our finances are so messed up, because it is a reflection of us, of what we have
That's
not
all I'm
done
saying.
internally.
Yep.
Mhm.
At the end of the day,
Yep.
that's why I say the finances is the effect. That's what we manifest. But that means that's the fruit. But you can't have the fruit if you don't properly plant the seed. Okay? If you don't do that, then you ain't gonna manifest that. So that's why I
Yeah,
say in order to plant the seed properly, we have to recondition and reorient the way we think and the way we behave in our communities. Period. We can get Claude Anderson, we can get anybody else. They can talk all this blueprint that, but if you're talking to a people whose mindset is not conditioned to even follow that blueprint, you can forget it. That blueprint is no good.
It's no good to them.
Yeah, it's no good to anybody who don't have the right mindset to actually do the work.
There it is.
Do the work. Yep. Was you finna say something?
No, I'm just.
King Newborn?
I mean, it still come back to self.
Well,
I'm not taking away from anybody. I'm just saying, look, when we get to speaking, all I heard is, yeah, I remember when I checked myself on this, checked myself on that, and
100%.
Yeah,
that's all I heard.
100%.
you got to.
So that's why I say that accountability has to be done on the individual level before it can be done on the collective level.
There it is.
Yep. So no, you're 100%. You know, we've got to start. Go ahead.
I was finna say, for the record, that change can be very painful, and the only reason why it's painful because you're facing yourself. Because we have the thought process or that arrogance, like Coach D say, that I know I'm doing this right. Yeah, you're doing it your way. Don't necessarily mean that your way is the correct right way to actually do it. I mean, there's multiple ways to do anything, but it is the right way that it can be followed like a blueprint. That's why I say, when it come back to that love, if you put love on you in everything that you do, when I mean in everything you do, cook, clean, wash, a general conversation with someone that you title as homeless, not understand that maybe that was a choice. When you put that love on that, man, you start to see a reflection of you loving you through any and everything that you do all the time. And you can't be defeated, even when we feel like the devil is present and everything is just going against me. No, you just seeing a reflection of the things that you once went through or made a decision on. Just come back, and when they come back, you got to be ready for it. Hopefully, you tougher then. You ready to withstand whatever's finna happen. And I ain't saying it's gonna be easy, but you're gonna come out on the other end better. I promise you that one. This I know.
That's right. That's
Very
right. And if I could, let me expound on this love that you speak of.
Yes, sir.
Because you already said it, what it wasn't. Now what it is, this love always considers the whole. Meaning that everything that you do and everything about you, what you do and who you are for the good of everybody around you.
Bars. Bars.
For the good of your community. Whatever doesn't work for your community, you are not that. Period. So can you imagine how love would change the very fabric of our communities?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have any gangsters. There would be no killing each other because and we wouldn't even have that mindset. We would get into businesses, and also our wealth would circulate at least 98% within our communities before it go out, if it goes out.
Bars.
Bars.
That's what love is.
We will spend with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We've been taught to spend outside. We've been taught to go to these fancy stores, buy these fancy purses and shoes, and you got to get this and you got to get that. And if you ain't got this, then you ain't shit. Attitude.
Period.
A status.
I want to
Mhm.
We
say,
need
you
that
know what, God
external.
love, God love.
Yeah.
I like how you put that because if you just go back a little further, I mean, if you travel back in time in the podcast, uh, Coach D did say when I came in late, my apologies. He stated signs and symbols have taught us
Mm,
to not to like or love ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore,
yeah.
we seek wealth and riches from the
Mm,
outside.
Externally. Right. External
Mhm.
mm,
gratification, not internal.
Hmm?
yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Because we
So true.
haven't been
So true.
taught.
So
We haven't
we have
been
never
taught.
understood self love.
Mhm. If we dress up the mess, nobody will know.
That's
If
it.
I got Louis Vuitton and Donna Karen and DK and Y or
Yeah.
whatever, nobody
Jimmy
will know
Choo.
how
And I'm wearing
how fucked up
Fendi.
I really am. Yeah,
You know, the
they'll
Louis
bypass
V.
that because yeah, they catch if I catch their eye,
Yeah.
then they won't catch on to me
Yeah.
that I'm not who
You're
I
covering up. The biggest challenge. Ooh,
The
for
biggest challenge is
me
we following all brands instead of the brand of self.
There you
Mm.
go.
is loving my natural self.
Mhm.
That's why I say the biggest all these
Yeah.
brands,
I
and
go to
we ain't
work
paying
with no
attention to the
makeup
brand of
on,
self.
Yeah,
ponytail, two
self brand.
braids. They like a beautiful puff ball. Yeah.
Branding of
Mhm.
self.
Hmm.
And by the way, we just hit the fourth type of currency in our community, which is
Mm-mm.
love.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, I be jumping the gun. I be
No, 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 no. You was right
No,
on
this
time,
flowed
brother.
so well.
It
Everything is
just
flowing
flowed.
so
It
You was
well.
just
right on time.
flowed. It just flowed. Don't know.
yeah.
Don't
Oh,
talk. No, it just flowed.
Yeah, I be going through stuff. I love my life. Everything
Yeah.
I go through. I appreciate it. The ability just
Mhm.
to be awakened
Hmm.
to the extent to know that I just inhaled, exhaled. Still another opportunity to get better.
Absolutely. Every day you wake up and get moving is another day is another day to be better.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Mhm.
I love you, brother.
life
I'm
is
gonna always
happening
be your
for you,
biggest
not
supporter.
to
You know
you.
that, right? So just imagine my shock to actually meet someone who I've never met who actually knew you. And before he even knew that
It's
I
not
knew
about
you,
me. It's not
I
about
know,
me.
but
Stay off
let
it.
me get this off. Let me get this off. I ran into a gentleman at work who knew my brother. But before I even knew that he knew my brother, I spoke so highly of the three men on my podcast. I was like, they are excellent. They are beautiful. They smart, intelligent men who have flipped from boy to man by that one word, accountability. I said, amazing. And then when we exchanged information, I seen that he knew you. I was like, how do you know this man? He said, that's my boy. That's my guy. Dude, smart. He taught me so much in a short period of time. His exact words. I was like, oh, yeah. You got hit with the newborn knowledge.
He was born again.
Man, yeah, you got hit with the newborn knowledge, baby.
That's the newborn experience.
Yeah, okay. Newborn experience. Yes. Yeah. Mm, I'm lucky.
No, that's a good guy. Like for
I'm
real,
lucky to
for
have
real.
all of y'all.
Hey,
That's
luck ain't got nothing to do with this. This all about decide, choose, execute.
No, this was divinely orchestrated right here.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Got luck ain't got nothing to do with it.
Definitely.
Me
Mhm.
and Lady
God
Luck
meant
ain't
for
never
me at the right
danced.
time. I know that.
man.
Yeah, because I asked Aaron a year ago.
Man,
Hey, so
definitely. When you
He on the
first
check it out,
started,
check it out.
yeah.
podcast.
So peep
But
game.
it
You
came to
just
me at
gave
the right time because I was so broken and I wasn't on a healing journey at all. And I'm just like I'm so in tune and everything is just working out so well. I'm just like, this is where I'm supposed to be. That I probably wouldn't have fit in very, very well a year ago because I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was where I was supposed to
Mhm.
be.
I
But
often say you was where you're supposed to be then, and you where you're supposed to be now.
yeah, I
It
was
don't
where I
never
was supposed to
change. It's all the
be. I had
same.
to
Hey man,
get to
these
this point.
principles and these
Right,
laws, you can't, you can't rewrite them. They are,
right.
they are, and will
Mhm.
always be.
Believe it.
Mm. Oh, we're coming
Believe
up
it.
on 1 hour and 29 minutes. I'm on 1 hour and 30 minutes. Coach D.
Yeah, so I just want us to remember, and sorry for my lag in my video, but just want us to remember that the four currencies in the Black community that we have, that we must value and learn how to cherish and spend correctly and wisely. Okay, first is our money. Secondly is going to be our mental faculties. That's your intellect and also your imagination. So guard them very closely. And then your emotional currency. Okay. And then love itself. So just remember that we go deep. We are not simple beings. We are very complex. You exist as multi-dimensional and multi-density beings for a reason. Know thyself. And I leave you with that.
Aaron, do you have any closing words?
I don't today. This was good, very informative.
It was.
Very informative. I just
King Newborn.
what you got, King?
I always got something. It's all my life. What you mean? I experience a lot within it. I mean, I'm always for the community, and the first community is me, myself, and I. Like Coach D said, the more you pay attention to yourself, the more you'll change your surroundings, because everything starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. You want to really manifest some things, start thinking of yourself in a positive way. Start thinking yourself, of loving yourself more, and loving yourself more is actually making those tough decisions that you don't want to. Making those tough decisions sometimes, man. Man, it seems like you whooping yourself, but it's imperative that you do it. You know, because ain't nobody else gonna carry you through. Nobody else. I don't care how many motivational speakings you get, tapes you watch, links you look at. It's good for the vibe of it, but come tomorrow, whatever it was that you was going through or is going through or about to encounter, you still got to make a decision. Ain't nobody else gonna make the decision for you. Still got to make the decision. So, as always, I appreciate the podcast. God level, I appreciate the day that you called me. Appreciate the day you asked me to be on here, and more importantly, I appreciate how this Voltron Force has formed to where it is. And again, I'm always say, God level brought to you by God level, things that people don't want to talk about. More and more,
Thank you.
We are for the community, and one day this is going to be lit. And I know a lot of changes in this world are going to come from this podcast, but it has to start with each and every one of us first and foremost.
Absolutely.
So, that's my closing.
That's your closing? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. How do I do this? No, I'm not. You know, okay, I'm sorry, graphic designer, engineer. Can you go ahead and pause the music real quick?
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I don't have access to that.
You don't have access? See?
Let me see.
Trying to delegate without instructions. Man.
There you go. Okay, I'm John today, y'all. I'm John right now.
Oh, okay. Poetry by God level. Let me mute.
There you go. This is an oldie. Please be
Oh,
advised. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, which is considered the most dangerous city in America. However, my intellect allows me to sit with these intellectuals with the dialect that is understood by the masses. I am professional and hood, so the message will always be understood, no matter what class you're in. I'm so sick and tired. Oh, no. Oh, wrong one.
Today's
What was you
message is
about to
brought to you
say?
by the letter people.
No, that was the wrong one. That is not what I wanted. That
Today's
was
message is brought to you by
no.
the letter
This
people.
look wrong
This is
one.
for
Hold on.
entertainment and purposes only.
he said. He hit you with the
You
Sesame Street.
wait a minute.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter P and X and by the number 3.
Wait a minute.
Today's secret message is I just fucked up. Oh man, that's beautiful.
Okay, let me start it off again. Okay,
Remix.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I gotta start over. Let me start over. Please be advised. This is the same part. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, which is considered the most dangerous city in America. However, my intellect allows me to sit with these intellectuals with a dialect that is understood by the masses. I am professional and hood, so the message will always be understood, no matter what class you're in. You know I'm a heavyweight, not because of my size, and you know your girl got heavyweight. Don't be fooled by the size, because I got some men that'll put me on their plate, slop me up with a biscuit, look me dead in my eyes, and tell me they ate. I'm a heavyweight. I have conquered everything that has been sent my way. I have shifted my weight to dodge the bullshit that's coming my way. I'm out the way, but make no mistake, that energy that you sent that was no good coming back your way. Right on time and never too late. I'm a heavyweight. Built for a tough. Oh my God. So I cannot stray from the path that's making a way for all of us. You say in God we trust, we say we trust the God within us. That's the difference between you and us. The path that I'm on requires complete trust. I'm a heavyweight, stronger than steel, yet my people got that steel that will seal the deal to you becoming dead still. And I'm not saying it for clout. If you go back to the beginning of this piece, I done already told you what I'm about. I'm a heavyweight. I keep my burdens light like a feather. No matter the weather, we taking flight together. We some heavyweights. So before you step in the ring with us, trust and believe we already got a leg up. Head up, gloved up, chest out, going pound for pound. Ain't no clown shit in us. So before you come around, you better adjust that crown on your head. Mindset is dangerous when given the right bread. We will not be moved, world tested, and God level approved.
All right, that took you back to the Chocolate City days, girl. We used to sit up and write all type of stuff. Okay, I see you.
She said Chocolate City.
I don't. He don't know. Yeah, he don't.
Okay,
You don't know
excellent.
He
nothing.
don't.
Chocolate
Yeah,
day. Okay.
yeah. He don't know nothing about it. He don't know nothing about that life. He don't know nothing about that life. I was trying to be a gangster and all kind of no.
As I've spoken previously,
That was a whole
no
nother
matter
life.
what, all decisions of the past at some point.
It's gonna come back to you. Thank you,
Hey,
Brenda.
you know what I'm saying?
I hate I got tongue tied midway, but you know, it's been a while. I thought that was a good one. Coach
All right.
DJ Face. Oh my God. I
All
want to
right.
thank everyone for coming in on tonight's live. This has been things that people don't want to talk about. Coach, can you take us out or no?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Coach D, you got me?
I got you.
All right.